In the winter of 2013, I was literally dying. My life was basically a book and a remote. I couldn't walk 5 or 10 yards without having to stop. A friend of mine was a cardiologist, and he suggested that I come to the heart hospital and do their extensive tests. I went and failed it with enormity. My ejection fraction was 27. I was just barely alive. He convinced me to go into the heart hospital and have an angiogram to take a real good hard look at my vascular system, which I agreed to do, and they had the angiogram, and he came in quite a state and said that 2 of my coronary arteries were 100% blocked and my third one was 70% blocked, and that I needed immediate coronary artery bypass surgery, triple bypass and perhaps quadruple. I went on from the heart hospital and started researching coronary artery bypass surgery. I read all the studies, looked at all the statistics, and came away just feeling that it really wasn't that great an idea. It did nothing for the disease, it only cured symptoms. So I literally Googled alternatives to bypass surgery. And then on the second page, Dr. Esselstyn, the Cleveland Clinic, and Dr. Esselstyn's book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, came up. I read a little bit about it, looked at his website. So I decided in the middle of January of 2014 that I wasn't going to do the surgery, much to my cardiologist's objections, and that I was going to try Dr. Esselstyn's diet. So the middle of January, went on Dr. Esselstyn's diet completely with the book Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease as a guide. My wife called the Cleveland Clinic. In early February, he called back, and we had a wonderful conversation. He looked at the records and he told me that yes, he agreed how sick I was, but that he felt like I was doing the right things and that I needed to immediately start eating fist-sized portion of greens 6 times a day. I alternated between kale and collard greens as well as strict adherence to his diet in that period. March came and went, and I was still feeling better and better. And I wanted to go to the Cleveland Clinic, and I discussed it with my cardiologist, and he was convinced that I was too sick to fly. I pressured him to let me go, and then finally in April he said, "I'll tell you what, if you'll come to the heart hospital and let me do ultrasounds, and we'll see what the situation is." So the end of April I went and had the ultrasounds, and I went up to his office. He came in. He said, "I've been a cardiologist for 28 years and I've really never seen anything like this." He said, "Your ejection fraction is almost normal. It's in the mid-40s. And I said, "Well, can I go to the Cleveland Clinic?" He said, "Yeah, you can go anywhere you want to." So I immediately emailed and made reservations. In the end of May, my wife and I went to the Cleveland Clinic and spent the day with Dr. Esselstyn. I continue with the diet in the meantime, and I walk every day. I'm active. All of the symptoms that I experienced in 2013 and 2014 have dissipated. The diet works. The diet truly works. I can say that I didn't have the surgery. I've had nothing invasive done. I'm on no prescription medications at all. And I continue to support just a complete vegan diet. And that's the reality. Hopefully I don't look back.